Our team coverage continues for you right now as we get a look at the cleanup along the shoreline. And boy, is there a lot to clean up. Those in communities like Guilford and Old Saybrook are in fact facing a really unique set of challenges.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter ELLIOTT POLAKOFF is live right now. He's at the digital desk with a look at what's ahead for those who live in those communities. ELLIOTT?
Yeah, Mark and Aaron, the Shoreline area hasn't been the hardest hit region in Connecticut, but still way too many people in the dark as cleanup efforts continue to lack consistency and clarity about what's next.
You never can reach anybody, so it's frustrating.
Yes, that's a fallen utility pole right next to Frank BAUER's house in Branford. And even though the accompanying tree has been removed, BAUER's gotten no answers about the timetable for the rest of the cleanup.
We've tried to call Eversource. It's hard to get through now, and we're waiting kind of like to hear back, kind of on a waiting list.
In the meantime, with no power, Frank, his wife Jody, and his dog are planning on staying at a nearby hotel. Could Eversource and United Illuminating have done more to prevent this from happening? Fellow Shoreline resident and state senator Norm Needleman thinks so.
I don't understand how we could, while paying the most expensive rates in the country for electricity, end up having a power grid that is this vulnerable to a storm that had 60-mile-an-hour winds in it.
Making the situation even more difficult, the CT Water Company, which provides water for approximately 17,000 customers along the shoreline, has had to dip into its reserves after a backup generator lost power during the storm.
We reached out asking customers to reduce their water usage so we could keep it for those core critical things: sanitation, hygiene, cleanliness, and also to keep water in the system for public fire protection.
But despite several areas along the shoreline remaining closed off and in the dark, not everyone has had a bad experience with Eversource or with cleanup efforts.
We had lights back on at 8 o'clock this morning, and they were out here full strength. It was like 7 or 8 guys out here at least through the night.
While the water issue with the CT Water Company has limited the current supply of water, the company has stressed that none of their customers has reported running out of water. So while power outages definitely still prevalent, water outages not so much. Live at the digital desk, ELLIOTT POLAKOFF, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.